God, yeah, I have really tried to make this video like 5 times, and everybody keeps calling me, or somebody will come to the door. Like, I'm getting frustrated, but it's like I feel like this is important today. Like, okay, I just want to talk about like adult students. Like, adult students are like adults who maybe like want to go back and get their GED, or like you want to go back to college. Excuse me. Like, that's really what I want to talk about today, and I keep trying and I'm getting interrupted, so we'll try again. Okay. I was talking to my friend this morning, and we was just going back and forth, about how we both in school. We both we're behind in our work. We both stressing because we got all this stuff to do, and it's just like, I'm like, wow, I know other people are going through that too. And you look at other people who got their degrees, or who, in a position of they going to school and they, got their kids and working, and you just look at them like, oh, they just look like they doing it all, or they got it all together. And really, like, people don't. Like, I think the biggest thing, and then how they say, like, social media and stuff, like, the biggest thing is this fake facade that people are putting on. Like, they just got everything together. And it's like, that is so, like, not true. And I just don't see how that, that's just not helping people by, that's the only way you see, like, the good stuff. It's like, God, we are all a mess. And it's like everything is not like peaches and cream, So I just want to talk and like encourage people, like, it's okay it's okay to not be okay. Because you will be okay. And that's what I was thinking, and I was talking to her, and I was like, I had got behind on my classes, and it was like really to the point I only got 4 more classes till I get my degree, and I'm graduating in December, and I was just so happy about that. But then, things happen. You fall asleep, you procrastinate when you're supposed to be doing work, and it's like I got behind on like 2 assignments. And really, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but, I had got behind. So I'm just like, man, just throw the whole school away. Like, I'm just so, and it's like, you just get, like, stressed out. And I'm like, I got to do stuff at the car lot. And I have to make sure that all the paperwork and, like, everything is together, because it's, like, state stuff. Like, this is, like, government stuff. Like, this is, like, for real. Like, you got to turn in papers, like, at a certain time. I got to make sure cars getting switched into their names. Like, it's a big deal. So, it's like, I can't slack on that. Then the kids and, oh, God. So, it just be stressing me out. So, I had got behind in my classwork. So, I was just like, man. And then you start in your mind. You start thinking, like, I thought that was another interruption. Okay. So then you start thinking in your mind, like, well, do I really need this degree? Like, I'm doing all this stuff without it. Like, is it really that important? Like, maybe you, like, want to go be a nurse, or you a CNA now, you trying to go be a nurse, or you a LVN trying to, be a RN, and you just like, is it really that serious? Like, I'm pretty, like, I can get by with doing what I'm doing now without going to school. But it's really like, that was your calling, that's your dream, that's what you want to do. Like, you just got to stick with it. So I was going through that, and I was just like, man, I'm just like fed up with school. So I was thinking, well, if I do the assignments, will the teacher even count it? Like, will they even grade it? Cause when you turn in stuff late, they docking points for every day and stuff. So I'm like, will it really be worth it, But so my professor, I go to a Christian university, Liberty University, so I really, really love it. But so he wrote out an announcement, and it said, don't give up, be encouraged. And he said, any late assignments, go ahead and complete them, and let me know when you complete them so I can grade it. And y'all, that made me happy. So I did my assignments, and he didn't take no points off. Like, he gave me all the points that I was supposed to have. And I really think, like, after all this time of being in school, I can never think of a time when I didn't do my work and I didn't pass my class. Like, that's just encouragement. Like, I think as long as you do your work, as long as, if you do something, they gonna grade it. They gonna, they not gonna fail you because they see you trying. That's like with our kids. Like, you want to see them do good because, hey, you trying. You got these people who would have just let a 0 go by, and they would have failed the class or whatever because, hey, you didn't even try to do it. So I think that's what it is a lot of times. Because now I failed classes when I did that, when I just gave up and I just said, oh, well, I'm already behind. I ain't even going to worry about it. It's like that happens also. But you got to pick yourself back up. And a lot of them classes I had to retake because that's what I did the first time, And also, I wanted to just encourage people, like, who want to go, like, get their GED and stuff. Like, go do it. They have all kind of, like, tutoring sessions at church and all kind of stuff. Now, I say with me, I was fortunate because, like I said, it was just the math tax test that we had to take, and I just didn't pass the math. So a lot of the stuff was like easy for me. But I did go to some of those like tutoring sessions because I think I took the GED test like a year after I was supposed to graduate. And so I did. I went to I think 2 or 3 of those classes like at a church. And I remember working at Garden Party Factory actually, and I would go after I got off work at 8 o'clock. And they would have those, well, it might have been like 5. Yeah, I was daytime then. Yeah, but it would be like 5 or 6 o'clock, and I would stay like 2 hours, and they would really help you. And at that time, I think it cost like $75 to take the GED test. But if you went to like that program, they gave you like a voucher where you could go do it for free. So, just look into that stuff, and don't be ashamed about it. And, I know it's hard because I was ashamed for a long time. And I was only, was supposed to graduate the year before. So, I was still, in the age bracket. But I know it's a lot of people, that go through that, and it's not even, you might have a good job now, but maybe you just want to get that for yourself. Maybe you just want to earn that for yourself. It's like I'm saying, we're going back to college. Maybe it's just something you got to do for yourself, And that's how it is, with me and the GED, how I push myself so hard. And I think, maybe it ain't important. Maybe a college degree ain't that important now because you can do so many things for yourself. But just for me, it's important to me just to have that for myself, So, yeah, but I just wanted to encourage y'all, it's a lot of, it's hard, and people make it look glamorous, and people make it look easy, and people, you see the cute little baby kids that, when you go to Chipotle or something, and, they in a whole different area of their life. Yeah, they can look cute and fun and bubbly, but, now we got kids, we got, we working, we trying to just survive, this life, and maybe they'll go through it too. You might got student loans now and all kind of stuff and bills. Oh God, the bills, that you gotta pay and stuff. So maybe you can only take 1 class or, 2 classes. Don't beat yourself up about stuff like that, And then when you get behind or when you get, frustrated in a situation, just remember that big picture of why you doing it, and maybe look at your kids and say, I'm doing this for y'all so we can have a better life. So I just felt this video was important because it was crazy. Like, me and my friend was talking about that this morning. And I'm like, you late in your classes, I'm late in my classes too. You stressing, I'm stressing too. So it's just like we all alike, we all going through the same thing. So I just want y'all to be encouraged. Right now I'm about to finish writing this research paper. It's due Monday, so I'm doing a little good. But I'm about to do that, and then I'm taking the kids to the museum again today, and then Naya's having a birthday party. So I'm just like running like a chicken with my head cut off, but we gonna get through it. And that's what I was saying. It's like I was saying, like, when you stressing over a situation, God brought you through it that last semester when you had all them classes and you felt like everything was piling up on you. And even in other situations, like when you feel like, where this money coming from, my light bill, or, how I'm going to pay my car payment. It's like you did it last month. He figured out a way. God figured it out. So this month it's going to be the same thing. This semester it'll be the same thing. And then you look up and you got that diploma. You got that college degree. Whatever else that God has placed in your heart to get, your purpose, your calling. All right, that's all I want to say. I hope that inspired somebody, and to just stick with it. All right, bye.